I saw what happened, and I won't let it slide. It's not the first time Justin will do such cheap tricks with poking eyes like those. His fight against Paddy will be his last aim. UFC is only for the real fighters, not the...
That Scouser does not get knocked out. That fucker's right. Scousers do not get knocked out. That Scouser does not get knocked out.
I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. We don't get knocked out. I take that all day.
Oh my God. What a fucking gangster.
Delivered in the main event, it's capped off with a war. Just give us your thoughts on Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett delivering a 5-round battle.
Yeah, I mean, what a couple. So Paddy Pimblett at the weigh-in yesterday says, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. And I was like, that's interesting. And he never abandoned that game plan. Even when, he got dropped a couple times, I kept waiting for him. I'm like, he's eventually going to have to shoot and try to submit him. Now, I didn't know Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that till tonight. And, yeah, absolute dogfight in a war, and much respect to both guys.
We haven't seen Justin yet, so we don't know what his status is physically. But, I mean, is the interim, is the unification fight have to be next? Or is there a case if he's hurt and needs to be out for a while?
Apparently he's 100%. So we sent Paddy Pimblett straight to the hospital, and then we're going to send Gaethje too. And Gaethje's like, believe me, I've been in plenty of wars. I'm good. So as far as we know right now, he's...
When the fight between Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje finally ended, the conversation immediately shifted to how reality compared to prediction. Before the cage door closed, analysts were split between Paddy's chaos and creativity and Justin's discipline and damage. That contrast is exactly what made the aftermath feel louder, sharper, and more polarizing than anyone expected.
You saw him do it to Michael Chandler. He's taken on the highlight Justin Gaethje. 26 wins, 5 losses, 20 KOs. The dude fucking KOs people. Early on, he'd calf kick the fuck out of people. He'd calf kick people where they couldn't take it anymore. He had many TKOs from calf kicks alone. The guy is just a dense fucking ball of muscle, built for fighting, 37 years old now. Crumpled people with his left hook. He's crumpled people with his right hand. Paddy Pimblett is going to have to be very careful throwing his flurries on Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje will sit down and rip a left hook down, drop his head, and launch a right hand. That's Justin Gaethje's ways to win. He could KO Paddy.
Tim Welch's breakdown aged like a time capsule because he warned everyone that Justin Gaethje does not need volume to change a fight, only moments. Those calf kicks and planted counters were never about flash, but about forcing mistakes. Every time Paddy burst forward swinging, the tension between aggression and danger became painfully obvious. Tim also made it clear that this fight was never a safe pick for either side because the longer it went, the more it drifted into chaos. And chaos is where Paddy Pimblett thrives, where scrambles turn into control and control turns into exhaustion, which is why Tim leans slightly toward Paddy without ever sounding confident or comfortable.
See fucking Justin Gaethje with the title around his waist. He earned it. Justin Gaethje's fought all these fucking monsters his whole goddamn career. Edson Barbosa, Donald Cerrone, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, Habib, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, Fiziev twice, Dustin Poirier again, Max Holloway. Like, holy shit. He's fought the elite. So I'd love to see Justin Gaethje get it done. If I had to put, fuck, this is hard. If someone gave me $10,000 to bet with, and they said, hey, put it on who you think's going to win. God. I'm going to say 60-40. 60-40. 40% chance that Justin Gaethje knocks Paddy Pimblett out. Hits him on his chin when Paddy Pimblett's flurrying. Hits him right on his fucking... hits him right on the scouser chin. Bunk. Gets dropped. 40% chance, I think. 60% chance this fight... Justin's not able to find him. It's a little bit, it's like a spastic, weird style. Paddy Pimblett puts him on his back. It's going to be a long night for Justin.
When the discussion turned to legacy, the sheer list of names attached to Justin Gaethje changed the tone completely. Fighters like Dustin Poirier, Eddie Alvarez, Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway, and Khabib Nurmagomedov are not just opponents, they are eras. Surviving that schedule earns respect even before the bell rings. That perspective framed Justin as a proven constant rather than a mystery, while Paddy Pimblett represented volatility, unpredictability, and youth. Which is why the percentages kept circling back to the same idea. Justin only needed one clean connection, but Paddy only needed one successful scramble to flip the entire fight on its head.
Will you be served with Pimblett? Maybe. Gaethje, experience, good striker. He's well-rounded everywhere, but he's got to use the assets of a smaller guy. We've seen it, where you got to box, you got to use your legs, you got to set traps. You know, he's got the capability of doing that. Outmaneuver, outflank Pimblett. You know, Pimblett, let me tell you, he has improved a lot over the last 2 years. He really has, bud. He has gotten better. He's gotten more. You could see he's come into his own. Confidence-wise, physically, he's in great shape. They usually all are. But he's improved. His striking has improved. He's a good wrestler, grappler. But he loves to strike. That's what's going to make this fight really interesting and good. They're both going to strike. I mean, for the most part, they're both...
For the most part, both were expected to strike. Teddy Atlas approached it from control rather than chaos, emphasizing that Justin needed angles, movement, and patience instead of standing in front of Paddy. He also acknowledged that Paddy had visibly grown stronger, calmer, and more confident over the last 2 years, even if his love for trading punches still flirted with danger. Teddy's slight lean toward Paddy was not hype-driven but momentum-based, because youth and adaptability often show themselves in later rounds. He believed Paddy had more room to adjust inside the fight, even while recognizing that every exchange with Justin carried real consequences.
I think youth might be served here, but I would go with the over on this because I think the over-under is like
2.5 rounds.
How many?
2.5 rounds over minus 115.
All right, listen, again, we have a pretty good record here, but, you know, I mess up once in a while. I do. That's why it's gambling. But I like the over. I mean, if Gaethje fights the perfect fight, you never know. You never know. But I know who the judges are probably favoring. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry. There shouldn't be anything about that. It should just be about what goes on in the cage or in the ring. But I can't help myself but think about things that I see. So maybe, Gaethje would really have to do a job, I think, to get it, which he could. But I think I'd probably favor Pimblett a little bit, but at the end of the day, if I had to put my bucks down...
The betting discussion added another layer of tension because the idea of the fight going long felt logical given both men's durability. Yet the constant reminder was that Justin Gaethje has ended fights suddenly throughout his career, making any prediction feel fragile no matter how well-reasoned it sounded. Max Holloway distilled the matchup into pain tolerance, because skill only matters until damage accumulates. And if Paddy could absorb Justin's power without breaking, Max believed the fight could swing quickly through a wobble, a scramble, and a sudden shift in control that nobody could stop once it started.